Club in beautiful downtown Laurel, Maryland for the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel. My name is Steve Kaltenbaugh, and alongside Michael Ray.
Hi, guys.
Thank you so much for being here. We are back on with draw number 6. Our featured game this time is once again on sheet B. And we are looking at, they're just starting. There we go.
Looks like this is Blue Ridge curling with their first shot.
Excuse me one sec. I'm trying to get all of the cameras squared away. It is Blue Ridge curling with the red stones and Curl Me Maybe with the yellow. I will get everyone.
That's good.
Oh, I think I've got to adjust the cameras real quick. Apologies, we are currently on the other side of the sheet.
These?
Let's see, who's got... How do we switch over from one sheet to the other, do you know?
It's those.
I thought it was this, but it's not moving. I swear to God I didn't do it. Ah! Okay. So that should be sheet B.
It's
Yes.
definitely sheet B.
Okay, so that's sheet B near, which means we need sheet B far. There we go, okay.
All right, so we have this.
All right, and cut. There we go. Bird's eye view of the house as it stands now. Blue Ridge has 1 in top 12, whereas Curl Me Maybe has a nice corner guard.
Yep.
Looks like this is James Rogel's, I believe his first shot, the second for Blue Ridge.
Sweepers on this one. Now off.
And
It's like it'll settle in the...
just
biting the 4 foot.
Not too bad.
Nope.
Here's the next shot for Curl Me Maybe, and not
just
able to
chip it behind that guard.
Oh, that's a tough break.
Spill out, yeah.
So now Blue Ridge is going to be able to, looks like they're going to try to guard it up a little bit from the center line.
Yeah, it's sitting 2.
Apologies for the camera. We are working on it. In the meantime, the next shot coming in from Blue Ridge. Or from, yes.
Looks like it will be
Nice
a
guard. Just to the right of center line. You can see it just poking out there on your screen.
Looks like Team Curl Me Maybe is trying a hit.
And looking to just blow stuff up. And yeah, it's a nice peel of that that center guard there.
Spill to
And
the side of the house. So they
it
have
doesn't
two.
look like they were able to draw to sweep it on though.
No, it looks like they have two nice corner guards now.
They should be able to draw behind that if Blue Ridge lets them. That's not good.
Looks like that will settle in to be a nice guard.
Chromie Baby now coming with their next shot. They're sweeping this hard, looking to get some
Run that
action
red
on
back.
those red stones.
And they will get rid of one, but red still sits two.
And it looks like the Blue Ridge skip, Katie McCartney, will just call for another guard. Not a bad strategy.
Blue Ridge Curling puts up a guard. Curlby maybe with a hit. Shooter will spill out of the back of the house, but a nice shot.
Terribly sorry about that. We were trying to figure out the cameras, but we've got them now on the correct sheets. And we've got Katie McCartney, the skip for Blue Ridge, coming in with her last shot of the end. Trying to
like
thread that needle.
Throwing a guard or trying to draw one in.
Yeah, maybe just a little tick.
It's like this will come in.
Oh, very nice.
Nice freeze to her other rock. Almost frozen.
Yeah, there's maybe a foot and change between those two rocks. Rich Gray.
Curl Me maybe to try to come down and double those out.
Yeah, if they're able to double those out, this is the hammer, so it would be 2 yellow.
Yep.
Rich Gray, the skip for Curl Me maybe, getting ready for his hammer. And the shot's away.
Sweeper's on it.
Oh, yeah, they're on it quickly.
Yeah, it's curling quite a bit. It will hit on its own, so
that's a tough break.
That will be a steal of 2 for Team Blue Ridge Curling.
So after the first end, it is Blue Ridge 2 and Curl Me maybe 0. Once again, this is the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel at the Potomac Curling Club. Thank you so much for joining us. Our feature game on sheet B right now is Curl Me maybe with the Yellowstones. And Curl Me maybe is a combination of Potomac and Brooklyn, I believe. Yes, Potomac,
correct,
New York Curling Club, and Brooklyn. Their skip is Rich Gray, vice is Alex Boyce, second is Brandon Treminio, and lead is Amanda Zranchev. And they're facing off against the Blue Ridge Curling team from CCVA, the Curling Club of Virginia. And they are, their skip is Katie McCartney, vice is Martin Wyatt, second James Rogel, and the lead is Melissa Cawley. Here, in fact, is Melissa's first shot.
Shot is off.
And looks like it's going to be in the house.
Yeah, it may not stick around.
Ooh.
It's like Richard's going to
Richard's going to give it a little sweep, and it is through. That's a tough break. And Rich is calling for, he wants it in the house as well.
Yeah, he wants to come in the house right on the tee line.
Here is Amanda's first shot.
Sweeper's off this one.
Yeah, it needs to come off the center line a little bit. And this looks like it might be a little heavy as well. Yep, that's 2 through.
So we'll reset here for leads second stones.
And we will also try to get you updates on the other sheets as they come. So far, it doesn't look like any other teams or any other games have hung their scores
I don't see any
yet.
scores hung yet, so.
Yep. Melissa with her second shot. This one looks like it doesn't have as much on it. It's going to be a nice guard, I think.
Should be a guard, yeah.
So over the hog, and looks like it's going to come in, actually.
Yeah.
Just inside. Looks like it's going to be full 12.
Maybe even biting the 8.
Yeah, it's just biting the 8. All right, Amanda with her second shot.
Rich calling for a draw here to the other side of the house.
It's moving quickly.
Sweepers are on it. Looks like it will be in.
Just barely biting. All right, here is the second for Blue Ridge, James Rogel, coming in with his first stone. Looks to be another draw, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Hey, it looks like he's coming pretty hot, though. They may be looking instead to bump out, but that's not the right ice for it.
Yeah, I'm afraid that one's going to sail through the back of the house.
It's a tough break. Well, Potomac ice is notoriously very difficult to read, unfortunately. So they're still working on finding their draw weight.
Yeah. It's early yet.
Yes, and the ice changes from first to second end like it's nothing, especially we just scraped not 10 minutes ago. So I suspect the teams will find their draw weight soon enough. Here is Brandon Terminio with his next shot. Looks like they're calling a hit. And, that's a tough break.
Looks like we have some scores hung on the other sheets now. Looks like sheet A, there's a blank. I'm not sure what those team names are.
Yeah, I don't have those. We will see
I'll
if
go
we can
get them.
Okay. Sheet C, let's see, the Redstones, which is Plan B, that's a Potomac team, skipped by Laura Hewer. They have a 2-0 lead. They stole 2 in the first end. They're playing We're Here for a Curl Time, which I'm afraid I don't know where they're from, but I'll get that for you. And sheet D, I'm afraid I cannot see the score or the teams as of yet. Rich Gray able to knock that next Blue Ridge stone out. And it looks like he's going to come after the shot stone, enlisting his vice, Alex Boyce, to do the job. Sweepers are on it quickly, trying to hold that line. And looks like they're going to be able to do so. Yeah, well done. Decent roll over to the right side. It's still uncovered, and it looks like Katie is going to, will she sit on it or will she try to take it out? Looks like she's calling for the takeout. Coming from the outside, so even if they're a little wide, not so bad. They can bank off the other yellow stone in there. Unfortunately, that's another flash. It's a tough break for Blue Ridge. So Rich once again looking for a draw. Let's see if his team will oblige. Oh dear. Another flash through. This has been a tough end for all teams. Looks like they're going to go for, I missed if Katie called a takeout. No, it looks like she's going to come right down to it. That's the goal. Here is James Rogel with his next, or I'm sorry, Martin Wyatt with his next shot. The weight definitely looks better. Maybe a little light, unfortunately. We'll see if they're able to come right down to it as they wished. A little tap back. Not too bad. Red now sitting shot, however, they are wide open, and Rich wastes no time in calling for the hit.
All right, so I'm back with some updates from the other sheets. On sheet A, we have Team Hamilton playing the Yellowstones versus Team Pretzels Prost playing the Redstones, and that first end was blanked. On sheet C, we have Plan B, which is playing the Redstones versus Team We're Here for a Curl Time playing the Yellowstones, and that was 2 for Plan B in the first. And on sheet D, we have Team Temple playing the Redstones versus Team Rochester Royals playing the Yellowstones, and Team Rochester is up 2-0 after the first on that sheet. So we'll try to give you some updates as the games progress, but back to the action on our featured sheet B.
Thank you very much, Michael.
That was hard work getting those scores, actually.
Here you go. I don't know. Do you have the sheet D teams? Sorry.
Yes, Team Temple and Rochester Royals.
Temple. Okay. 1 second. I've got a whole list of teams here. Here's Team Temple over here, and here's Rochester. There you go.
Awesome.
All right, we've got that squared away, making updates much easier for all of us. And I think you've got Team Hamilton in your big group over there. There we go. Shots away from Katie. And it looks like it is just going to make it into the house. Ooh, no, just shy. I thought it had enough legs, but not quite. So Red's still sitting 1. Shot Rock is completely open. And Rich is going to
go after it.
Yeah, he's going to try to take care of things himself. I believe this is Rich's. Yeah, this is Rich's first stone. Yellow does have the hammer. Skip Rich Gray and his Curl Me Maybe team, all sporting the colors of Colgate University.
Shout out to the Raiders fans.
Yeah, that's a solid maroon.
Yeah.
You know, more teams need to use maroon, I think. Rich's shot is away. Sweeper's staying close, but not sweeping.
Looks like it's a little wide, and it will flash by.
Ah, tough break.
Rich shaking his head. Are the skips mic'd?
They are, but I haven't been able to hear anything.
Oh, did we turn them on?
I thought I did.
Okay. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be able to hear them or not. Katie throwing up another guard. Looks like it will be pretty good.
Yeah, very nice guard. There's still room on the outside, though. And if Rich is able to hit this, it would be 3 yellow.
If he can stick around. I'm hearing some ambient noise from the far side of sheet A.
Okay, good. Well, I just turned that up a little bit, so. So I'm trying to commentate and operate at the same time.
Doing a fine job.
Ouch. Flattery will get you anywhere.
Sweeper's on it hard.
Yeah, let's see if they're able to get by.
And he will remove that redstone, but the shooter will spell out, so it will just be a score of 2 for yellow.
Not too bad, though.
Not at all.
And after 2 ends, it is tied up 2-2. Here comes Amanda Zaranchev with her first stone. Here we go. We can hear the skips mics now a little bit.
I think that was Rich's voice, encouraging his sweepers.
Just making sure it's over, and looks like it's going to be a nice center guard right on the line. Very nice from Amanda. And Melissa in the hat getting ready for her first stone. A little bit of a push-off, I think. So she may have come out a little lighter than she'd have liked. Looking to draw around. And she's got it around the guard. She's got it around the guard, definitely.
Yep, it'll make it in.
Oh yeah, that's
biting
hitting
4. Yeah, almost.
That's hitting
4.
right behind. Well done from
Nice
Melissa
shot.
Cawley. Amanda getting ready now for her second shot. Super's on this one quickly. Looking to get behind that red rock. And yeah, nice job by the sweepers, putting it all the way to the button.
I think it will be exposed, but certainly sitting shot right now.
Yeah, it's still a tough shot to get to. Looks like Katie's going to give it a shot, though. Ask Melissa to try to get to it.
Calling the sweep.
Yeah, I don't think this has the legs for it.
Little narrow, but not a whole lot. It could be good. Hard.
Might just wind up being a guard.
No, it's getting to the house. And it looks like it's just going to tap up the red rock that was already in the house. So actually providing yellow with a nice amount of cover.
Yeah.
Rich discussing things with his second, Brandon Terminio. Sounds like they want to come at this with some heat.
Sounds like it.
I'd rather hit it wide than nose it.
Yeah, it doesn't want to nose it here because then it would run the risk of running back into his yellow, which is sitting shot. So.
Yeah. No matter what, you definitely want to protect that Yellowstone, that shot rock.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded throwing a guard. Don't have the hammer this end. And it will flash wide.
Well, really no harm, no foul here.
Yep.
The run back is still there, but it's definitely tough.
Definitely could hit off of the other red that's there, and then
Yeah, you'd
go
have
both.
you'd have to go for the red on the right, no doubt. But there's a lot of room for error here. So we'll see if James is able to make it happen. Looks like they're
Calling
around the
them.
guard.
Yep. Oh, great shot.
Oh, very nice. Able to push that yellow out. Good run back. And the other redstone's still in.
Yep, sitting 3.
Well done by James Rogel. Really nice shot. Rich now trying to figure out what to do. It looks like he's just calling for a hit. Oh, no. Started out with the hit, but now it looks like he's changed his mind to a draw.
Yeah. Try to bury one. Sweeper's off this one.
Yeah, they're going to need it to curl a bit.
Maybe a bit heavy.
And yeah, unfortunately that flashed through everything. So now, Katie's kind of in the catbird seat. She's got a lot of choices here. It looks like she's trying to set up another guard.
Yep,
I think that's a good move.
I agree.
You've got 2 in the house. You've shown that you can,
Just block the draw that Curl Me Maybe was just trying to throw if this is successful. Looks like it might have overcurled on them, but it will come in.
Yep, and create just a nice little trio there.
Yeah, a little triangle of red rocks. So red sitting 4 right now, putting a little bit of pressure on
Yeah,
Rich and his team.
really, sitting 4 is never a bad thing.
No, not at all.
And I like this play by Rich, calling to just kind of sit in that pocket.
Yeah.
Because then you can throw some heat at it, blow everything else away.
Yep. Changing
He's
his
changed
mind.
Yeah.
Let's do this one.
And it seems to me that if you just tried to throw some massive heat at the whole thing right now, it wouldn't really get the results you're hoping for.
Right.
But if you have a Yellowstone in there that's creating kind of a wedge, it'll make things a bit easier on your next stone.
Looks like it will come in and chip out one of the red stones. Sit. Third shot.
Yes. It's not bad. It's a good start. They'll be able to run back their yellow guard if they want. Oh, that's a really long run back. They should be able to draw around it, certainly on the right side, unless Katie's able to block it up here.
Yeah.
Martin Wyatt getting ready for his second shot.
Shots away.
Definitely looks like guard weight.
It will be nice.
Want to make sure it's around that yellow guard. And
Looks like it will be a fine guard, I think.
yep, just in front of the house. It doesn't look like it's biting from here. Very close, though. calling for a corner freeze. That's interesting.
No, just this side of nose, right at nose.
I think that might have been noise from another sheet.
Ah, okay.
I think they're throwing a peel on this.
Yeah, I was about to say that makes way more sense. The tricky part about the ambient mics. Oh.
And it will peel and actually get one of the red on its way out.
Not bad.
Not a bad result. That Yellowstone was definitely doing Team Blue Ridge more good than it was doing his own. So gaining access to the red stones.
Yes, so red's still sitting 2. And red does have the hammer as well, so a lot of choices for them here. It looks like Katie's going to set up another guard. At least that's the plan.
Looks like they're coming to talk about it.
Honestly, I might consider taking the yellow out.
Yeah, I don't mind that. It's certainly usable for Curl Me Maybe, just to tap up or, you know, even cut them down at some point. So getting rid of that's not a bad result.
There's tap ups there. There's angler raises. There's a lot you could do with the Yellowstone in that kind of position. So it might make more sense for Blue Ridge to whack it out of there.
Yep.
But instead, it looks like Katie's going to go for another guard.
They could be guarding the tap up of Team Yellow.
That's true.
So,
and that's the kicker. If you take out that Yellowstone, you are leaving a shot wide open.
yep.
Martin shot away. They've got to let this curl a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like it's definitely going to be a guard.
Yep. And it's pretty high, too.
But a guard nonetheless.
Yep. Right on the center line, so there's still some room on the left side. There's a port you can get to that back red. It'd be tough, but it's certainly doable.
Yeah, I don't mind trying to draw one in, you know, throw the out turn, try to bury one right on the button even. We'll be looking to steal this end or at least limit them, so looks like he may be trying that.
Yeah, there's room on that right side to kind of sneak in behind if he's able to find his draw weight. They would only need, they would need full 4, or at least half a stone on the 4 to take over shot.
Yep.
Shot is away.
Sweeper's off. Must be a bit heavy, or they like it.
It's going to be close, I think.
It looks like he'll be able to sweep that one
out. A little
out.
too deep, yep. That's a tough break for Rich. So red's still sitting 2. This is first skip stone for Katie McCartney. Now, what do you think? Would you try to take out that yellow here?
Yeah, I would. Or the other option I would like would be to kind of draw one in the 8-foot on that line that Rich was just trying to throw one on. Still sit 3, you know, would be the outcome of both of those shots, but
That's true.
put the pressure on Rich for his last shot.
Katie talking about the shot with her front end.
Looks like with that ice, she'll be just trying to maybe guard the tap for Rich. Oh, or maybe there's a hit.
Yeah, Sweeper's on it very, very quickly.
All the way! Sweep harder! Harder! Harder!
You can hear Martin.
Harder! Harder!
Encouraging his sweepers.
Oh, will they be able to hold the line? Not
Unfortunately
quite.
not.
And that stone is out of there.
Yep, so
So once again, Red's still sitting 2. Rich getting ready for his final shot at the end.
looks like he'll be trying to draw again.
And it's not a bad move.
Or
If it, well,
he's considering the tap.
do you think there's a double there?
I don't. I think that guard is too much in the way.
Yeah, I think
he's
you
really
would,
just trying to steal one. So I wouldn't mind the draw myself.
Yeah, but it's been tough. He's had trouble finding his draw weight so far. So if he flashes through again, he's already giving up 2, and he could give up 3.
I don't have the best angle to see what kind of situation the hit would be.
It would be a tough little port. I think you might chip out, depending on
Probably
how close
get
you are.
one at least.
Yeah.
I don't think you can get both because they're pretty frozen there. So
Yes. But Rich is going to go for it. It's a good move coming away from his own stone, certainly. Last thing he wants to do is be wide here and accidentally knock out his own stone. And here he goes.
Sweeper's off.
Looks like it's off the yellow stone. It's off the other yellow in the house. And oh no! I thought it was off.
Yeah. So Red will have a draw to full 8 for 3.
Yeah, there's no way to. It wasn't a total miss because he was able to take away the hit.
Right, takes away the hit, forces a draw. Calling on the sweep immediately.
Bring it!
Martin calling the sweepers on again.
And running out to help sweep as well.
Ooh, not sure if it's got the juice. And no,
looks like it
doesn't.
will not. So it will be a score of 2 for Blue Ridge Curling, which makes our score 4-2 after 3 ends.
Hear a little bit coming from sheet C. I hear a lot of it coming from sheet C.
A lot of ambient yelling.
Tone that down a little bit. And see if we can bump them up. As we get ready for the 4th end.
Well, the Jess's first stone on its way down the sheet.
Sweeper's on it quickly. More for
Calling
line
for
there.
a center guard. It's like if they can get it over,
It's going to be close.
it'll
They'll need
be
to
a
work on
decent
it.
center guard. Yeah,
And yes.
not bad.
Not bad at all. Pretty high, just the left of center line. Can't ask for much more from your lead. Now Amanda setting her first shot away.
Calling for, did he call for this one in the house or just a corner guard?
I think it's just a corner guard. The way they're sweeping it, they might bring it in. Rich looking for about 3-4 guard, and looks like he's going to get it.
Sweep, sweep, sweep. Get it over the blue.
All right, so nice pair of guards set up by the
Yep.
leads. Now Katie looking to, I believe she called a draw behind.
I think she called the draw to the edge over here, just inside the 12 foot.
Yeah, this is definitely a lot more. It'll be in the house, but will it stay in?
Looks like it will stay in the back.
Yep, just back 12. Now Amanda with her second stun.
I'm about 100. I'm 100% sure.
Calling for a draw behind. Sweepers like the weight.
Yeah, this should do nicely.
Be a
And-
fine shot.
Just behind the tee line.
It will be shot for the time being.
Yep. And that's looks about parallel with that yellow guard.
Yeah.
Really nice set by Amanda Rancho.
What are we doing? Hey! I just don't like crossing this line because I get back down.
James Rogel coming down with his first stone.
Trying to follow that other one down.
Yep, looking just to come down to the inside of it.
It's
And
looking really good.
yeah, maybe a little tap up. Yeah, they just tap it back. Red takes over shot. Looks like yellow is still sitting second from where I'm at.
I agree. Not a bad result at all.
No, certainly not.
Rich looking to peel this center line guard.
Yeah, not a bad move either. Really, it's time to open up that center and cut down those two red stones on the wings.
The curl back, it will not.
Oh, just flashing by though, unfortunately. James readying his second shot. Looks to be a draw in there.
Right here.
Sweeper's on it.
Yeah, it's going to need it too. They're working hard on it, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to make it. Oh, it's close. It's very close. Not quite, unfortunately. You can see it just at the bottom of your screen there.
But not a bad center line guard, though.
No, certainly not. It's providing another obstacle for Rich and Crumley Maybe to draw around. Rich wasting no time, though, calling for the peel again. And this is definitely hitting something.
Yes.
They told us we're on this side when we have the rock. We're on that side when they have the rock.
And, yep, that's a good peel of the center guard.
The pointer they said we're supposed to kind of go with her.
Fortunately, now they have a much closer guard to deal
On
with.
this side of the line when we have the ice, and when they have the ice, we're on the other side.
Depending on the angles,
You get as
it's,
much head start as you want.
I mean, doubles are there, but I think he's more interested in either getting rid of it or drawing around it.
Yeah.
As much as we love the cherry blossom, it's not the briar. We can't pull off miracle doubles and triples all the time.
It is not.
Martin Wyatt getting ready for his first shot.
Looks like Katie's calling for a draw behind.
The weight looks a little soft. I think you're going to have to work on this. It's definitely not going to be a draw behind. It might tap up, though, if they're able to hold the line.
Yeah, I think it will be in.
It'll be in just to the side there. And it will, I think, second shot maybe?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, it's either first or second shot. It's very close, but considering they're both red, it doesn't really matter.
Rich calling for a hit on that stone. Try to get a roll behind that center guard.
Ooh, I think they've got one.
They've got
Oh,
a field
no.
goal. They've got a field goal.
3 points in football. Sadly, no points in curling.
0 points.
On the upside, it takes skill to put it through that port.
It does.
So now Katie has a few more options at her disposal. Looks like, I believe, she's going to be drawing over to the left side. As
She may be trying to put a guard up on that stone.
Ooh, Martin with a little slip. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, maybe a little wide because of it.
Bring it in!
Still be a guard.
Yep, they may actually be able to tap up that red.
I don't think it's
into
got
the
enough
house.
on
no,
it.
No, not enough juice.
But again, not a bad result.
Yeah, it's protecting the front of the house. It's protecting the center line. That center line is very, very well protected.
Still sitting 2.
Looks like Rich wants to go after that red shot rock. Sweepers on this one pretty quickly.
Looking like we'll get the hit this time.
They got one. Ooh, they got 2. Just missing 3.
Nice.
Maybe this is the Briar.
Maybe. Didn't see that shot.
Well done by Alex Boyce and the team. Really nice job holding that by the sweepers.
Yeah.
So yellow now sitting shot. Sitting 1. It's very close, though. Katie hitting back to her front end. looks like Martin is
for a
calling
draw to the top of the forefoot, which I like.
Yeah, that's not a bad call at all. When in doubt, draw.
Yep.
And if she's able to get around all of those red guards, she's basically saying, hit me out if you can.
Sweeper's on it early.
Yeah, they've got to make sure it gets around those guards, though. It's going to be close.
Like it's got the weight.
Get it around, guys!
Encouraging them. We'll just tick off that first red guard, but we'll spill in to be shot.
Yep. And pretty close to what they wanted. Sitting full 8. It is exposed, however. So now the only question for Rich and Alex is which side do they want to hit it from? Looks like they're going to come from the outside.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's
Try to
a,
get a roll if you can.
would you rather the roll to the inside or the outside?
I would prefer the roll to the inside. It'll be difficult to remove with Katie's last rock, and then she'd be forced to try that same draw again.
I'm not sure what that smell is, but it is delicious.
I think I heard the dinner bell not too long ago. There's a line forming.
Well, it's something to look forward to. The shot is away from Rich, and it looks like it might be a little wide. That's going to have to come back just a little
it might
bit.
spill out. It will hit it, but the shooter will spill.
Yep, yellow back to sitting 1.
Yep. So looks like we're going to see that same shot from Katie.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to go for the same draw. Not a bad move. Maybe a little bit more ice this time so they don't spill. Hello there.
Sweeper's on it early.
They should be clear of the guards as far as
It's
I
got
can tell.
plenty of weight.
Maybe a little too much weight.
Yeah.
They're working hard, but not able to push it out. It's now
It will
biting
be shot.
back 8, yeah.
It will be shot, but it won't be too difficult for Rich to remove that one or draw down to it.
Yeah, this is the hammer, so really you just need to follow them down and push
Tap
it back.
enough to
Only a couple of feet is what you need for 2.
yeah. Not taking a whole lot of ice here, so I expect to see at least a good backline weight.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's not a lot of weight at all. Or that's not a lot of ice at all. Shots away. And it's going to need to move a little bit.
He's relatively like a hack waiter. It should move.
Oh, no. Unfortunately, that's a
little
flash.
much. So is that a steal of 1?
That is a steal of 1.
It's a steal of 1 for Blue Ridge Curling. Bringing the total score to 5 Blue Ridge Curling, 2 Curl Me Maybe.
That's at the end of 4 ends.
After 4 ends. See if I can get some updates on the other sheets too, since we haven't done that in a few ends. On sheet A, we have Team Hamilton. They are yellow, and they are up right now 5-1.
Yeah, ooh, they took 5 in the second end. Very
They
well
did.
done.
On sheet C, we have Plan B currently up 4-1. And on sheet D, we have Rochester up 5-1 over Team Temple. Again after 3.
Supers on this one quickly. I think it came out a bit light, but they're doing a good job dragging it. And they are just able to get it over.
Got a very high guard.
Yeah, just touching the center line. Good result. Amanda Zranchev now in the hack for her first stone. Pretty much all the way down for Chromie maybe. Just really interesting pants.
Yeah.
Rich rocking the maroon Zubaz, which I don't know if they're Rob Gronkowski fans or what, but looks like Amanda's first stone is going to tap the red guard just a little bit. Another center guard, certainly useful.
Yeah.
Never, never.
Melissa Cawley coming down with her second stone.
Yeah.
Supers
Calling
on
the
this one
sweepers
quickly.
on.
Looking to draw behind, it looks like. And they are just around
Able to squeak it by.
and into the top 12, right on the center line. Nice set of shots. Next shot coming in for Amanda.
Going deep. If you need to, Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, finish it hard. Hard,
You
guys.
drag this all the way around.
Way down.
And it is not quite going to make the house. Settling in behind their first Yellowstone.
An interesting pattern for the stones.
Yeah. Like a
Just
little,
about equidistant with each color.
little bit of a like a zipper.
Yeah.
All right, James Rogel and now in the hack for Blue Ridge. Again, Blue Ridge Curling out of the Curling Club of Virginia. Facing Chromie Maybe, which is a mashup team from Potomac and the New York Curling Club from Brooklyn. Shout outs to Brooklyn.
I thought I was out in the weeds and pretty slow, but it just.
Supers are on this one, but not terribly hard. It looks like the weight they've got is there.
And it will settle nicely in the forefoot, right on the button.
Oh, very nice. The front end for Blue Ridge is really stepping up this end.
Absolutely.
Is it in? Are you sure?
Oh, looks like it's fried chicken tonight. Very nice. At least according to the assorted bones that I'm seeing on various members' plates.
Hard.
This looks
Really hard,
a
guys.
bit lighter than they were hoping.
Really hard.
I think it might curl too much and crash on that guard.
Yeah, afraid so. But it might end up actually pushing the yellow in.
It's close. I don't think it's in.
No, I still see some daylight in there.
Can we put it back, please?
It's close. Our cameras aren't directly over, so it's
Yeah.
a tough angle. But I can't say that the yellow is in. Even in any case, red is still sitting 2. James now coming down with his second shot, looking to put back that guard.
Looks like it's got to curl quite a bit.
Yeah, instead, this may be going around everything.
Yeah, it looks
And
like
it
it
is.
will sail through.
Let's see if Rich is able to get it out. Oh, no, it's sticking around. It's
gonna be
just
a
biting the back.
Pesky biter in the back of the house.
Double.
6 is perfect.
Rich calling for the double.
That's a good move. Try to remove as many stones as he can.
Yeah, with no center guard, this shot is now available.
They're bringing a lot of weight on this.
Calling them on to sweep.
Yep, right to it, right to it.
Looks very close to me. And he will
got one.
get one.
The front one still sticks around and is sitting shot, but it does knock out
Yeah.
one of the point rocks.
Great result.
I like this call from Katie. If she sticks with the freeze.
Yep, a little bit. Once it's over the blue line, come up.
Having a little bit of a conversation with her vice, Martin.
Always good to have good team communications.
Oh yeah, certainly. And it's also good to get the input from your team.
Yep.
Maybe they see a shot that you don't. Maybe they feel more comfortable with a shot that you don't.
Absolutely.
You know, if your vice is an ace hitter, then don't force them to make a draw when it counts.
All right, then up.
Here's Martin Wyatt.
Yep, whoa.
I think they're trying to guard that red, that sitting shot.
And Sweeper's coming on for line.
Come on, guys.
Looks like they want to just come to the side of that yellow stone. And looks like they're doing so quite nicely.
Yeah, I think that is a fine guard.
Oh yeah. It's going to be very, very tough to get to that shot rock now. I think you'd pretty much have to come from the outside. And I don't think that outside ice has really been used a lot.
No.
I mean, I would love to go here. I just don't. We can get through there. Should I go here?
Rich calling a draw behind his 2 yellows through that port. Didn't sound super confident.
It's a tough shot, certainly. But I think
Where are we? Whoa.
they should be able to hit it. They've just got to play the curl right.
Looks like this one might have been a little wide.
I think you might be right. It's going to crash, I think. Yep. Unfortunately, just pushing things up a little bit. Red's still sitting 1. There's a little bit more room now on.
Yeah, no harm, no foul.
There's a little bit more room in that port, so the shot rock is not necessarily available, but it's more available than it was last shot.
Yep.
Although if Katie has anything to say about that, it'll be closed up once again.
Yep.
So guard, nice slide.
Yes. Sweet green. Chartreuse, strike forward. Whatever.
Here comes Martin Wyatt with his second shot of the end. Shot number 6 for his team.
Looking to plug that hole.
Yep.
Guys, don't switch
Super's on it quickly. This doesn't seem like it has a lot of weight on it.
Come on, guys.
Encouragement from Katie.
Once it's over, let it be.
Yep, Katie coming down and helping it out as well.
Will it make it? It looks
Yes.
like it will.
And it looks like it's plugging the hole quite nicely.
Yep.
Nice job by Martin. Great job by
Nice
the
shot.
sweepers.
Yeah. Great team shot.
Now, what would you do here if you're Rich?
I mean, he's got the hammer. He needs points. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have access to get where he needs to go right now. So I'm thinking peeling some guards is not a bad decision.
And it looks like that's what he's calling for.
Yep. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Starting sweepers early, but calling them off. Oh, lots of action. And a slight nudge up on the yellow, but red's still sitting 1. Definitely leaves options on the table for
Yeah,
Rich's
he's
shots.
got some options. They're not simple by any stretch.
Yeah, no, they're not
but,
great options, but I mean,
Gets rid of something.
1% is still better than 0%.
Yes.
We are now into skip stones here in the 5th end.
Make sure you point your toe.
Flip it around.
And thank you very much to our 18 viewers. You guys are awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Line's good. I think it's light.
Yep, yep. If you can. Watch out the drop. Yep, yep.
Looks like they're going to, I believe they called another guard.
Yep.
That's a good call. Yeah, we talked about that that draw or maybe that hit being available on the left side, on that outside.
Take it away.
Calling the supers on very quickly.
Immediately.
Yeah, she may have been a bit narrow. And Martin charging down the ice to help out.
Gotta get this one over.
Oh, they're working very hard, and it
believe
is
it
not
will make
quite
it.
going to make it. Though not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying. I think that's our first hog rock this game.
Yeah, I believe so. Had a few flashes, but no hogs.
So we'll see what Rich calls here. I think there is a port that he can draw through. It's certainly not simple, but he does have that redstone as a little bit of backing. And once you're back there, it's going to be tough to remove.
Yeah, there's a port, looks like right down the center line.
Yeah.
But
Looks like he might be trying a run back.
that's a long run back. That's
He's eyeing it up.
my math is not great, but I think that's about 15 feet.
Maybe even get a double if he's lucky.
He pulls that off, he'll really be sitting pretty.
Looks like that's the shot he's most comfortable with calling, so
All right.
we're going to be in for a fun one here.
I'll try to keep up with the cameras as fast as I can, but I got a feeling this thing's going to move.
It's going to be a rocket. Someone from another sheet's encouraging their supers to hurry.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, I think so. Waiting for this one to curl. Don't.
Oh no, it's missing.
Oh,
It's
it will
just
tick it
ticking
even
the
further
red.
under cover, unfortunately.
It was a good idea, but just a bit wide.
Yeah. Being a little lighter on that one wouldn't have hurt him there.
No.
But he needed to throw the weight that he needed to throw that weight for the shot that he had called. So
Looks like they're
Expect
going
to see
to
a
try to
guard.
guard that up again, yeah. Here's Katie with her last shot. Yeah, they're saying the weight's better, and I tend to agree.
Yeah,
Sweeper's coming
definitely
on.
won't be hogged this time. Might even be in the house.
Yeah, the way it's looking, I think it is going to be in the house. 'Cause it's not curling as much as they'd like. So they're going to plan B here.
It will
It'll
settle.
guard.
Yeah.
Doesn't exactly guard much, but it's a guard. So it looks like
Is this the hammer?
this is the hammer, yes.
Well, I mean, if he can get to this one and stick around, he's got a hit for 3, I believe. I think that top yellow is out counting the back red.
Yeah, I would agree there.
So if he can hit and stick.
But instead he's
Or-
going to go for the run back again.
Oh, he's
it
going to
looks
try
like.
that again, yeah.
See, now I'm not so sure I agree. I think there's room there to go for the straight hit instead of the tricky run back.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a really, really loud hit, just like a hack weight, but he wants to try this.
Hey, he's the skip.
Still a shot for 3 if he can stick it.
And he definitely needs the points.
Yeah,
Down 5-2. This would tie the game if he's able to pull it off.
it's like he tightened up the ice on this one.
That he did.
It's looking better. I think it will make contact with the yellow, but
One
Oh,
and
he
it's straight
will
through,
just-
unfortunately.
just missed that red. It was a
Nope.
great effort.
Yes. So it's going to be 1 red for that, a
Another
steal of 1.
steal of 1 for Team Blue Ridge Curling.
And after 5, it is now 6-2 in
Yep.
favor of Blue Ridge. Once again, we are at the Cherry Blossom Bonspiel at the Potomac Curling Club in beautiful downtown Laurel, Maryland. My name is Steve Kaltenbaugh alongside Michael Ray. Thank you very much for joining us. You're watching our featured event on Sheet B. That is the Blue Ridge Curling throwing the Red Rocks. They currently have a 6-2 lead over Curl Me Maybe, which is a Potomac and Brooklyn team who are throwing the Yellow Rocks. Blue Ridge skip Katie McCartney, calling for her guard from lead Melissa Cawley. Is the first stone of the 6th end.
Sweepers on it.
Yeah, I think they'll need to keep sweeping if they want this close to the center line. It's going to roll right over.
Will be a high guard. Heard many people refer to those as tripping hazards.
That's about right. Goodness knows I've caught one once or twice. Amanda Zranchev now with her first stone. She is the lead for Curl Me Maybe. Looking to attack the other side.
They like this weight. Just cleaning.
And
Looks like
with
they
good
will
reason.
be bringing it in.
Yep, looks
It's
like
not
it's
going to be a guard. You might as well bring it in as deep as you can.
Yep, looks like it's about full 8. Maybe just touching the 12-foot.
Sweepers communicating that this one has a little bit more than the first one.
And it definitely has a bit more. Will it stick around, though?
I think it may.
Rich is just able to push it out.
Yep. Great sweep to get that one to exit the back of the house.
This is the
Second shot from Amanda.
thank you. And it looks like it's going to get around the yellow guard and come into the house.
Yep, settle on the top of the house right on the center line.
Very nice.
So yellow currently sitting 2.
It's that yellow shot rock, the one that Amanda just threw. Looks like it's still pretty open though. So
Katie's having her second. James, go after it. Sweepers on it. Looks like it's coming in nicely.
and just a pushback. Are they able to get that yellow out?
Looks like they do.
Yes, it is out of the house, but still in play, so it could provide backing.
Shooter rolls a little far, so Rich is going to try to trade hits. Sweepers on this one, hard. Looks like it's going to crash on that red guard.
Yeah, I'm afraid so.
But fortunately for them, doesn't take out their yellow in the process. It was quite close.
Here is James getting ready for, I believe, his second shot.
Yep. Calling for a hit on that yellow.
I don't think it's a huge amount of weight behind this, but I think we're looking more for
No.
line than anything. Just a pushback.
I think we'll make contact, but it will not remove it from play. So
And it's close. I think yellow may now be shot.
yeah, it's close between them, but I think yellow is shot.
Rich now calling for, trying to decide which. Looks like he's going to freeze down.
Looks like he wants to do a corner freeze on the top red,
Yeah, I agree.
which isn't terrible.
I don't think it's going to come over, though.
No, it's got a ways to curl. Looks like it was a little heavy.
Yep, and it looks like it'll just work its way right through the house.
Yep.
Yellow's still sitting one, though. Katie now pondering her options. And I like pushing this yellow stone out if you can.
Yeah, I don't mind a freeze, since they do not have the hammer.
Yeah, even just the tiniest of tap backs would definitely get one, and it would probably get two as well.
Looks like Martin's coming down to have a chat. This is that area. Looks like they've settled on a shot.
Yep.
Looks like Martin's shot is on its way down the sheet.
Super's on this very quickly.
Yeah, it looks like it might be a little light.
Katie also coming out.
Katie coming out to help.
It's going to be really, really close, I think.
We'll freeze onto their
Their second
red on the
stone, yeah.
side there of the top of the house.
It's useful, but I'm not sure it's as useful as they'd like.
Yeah, I think the angle on the 2 red there isn't bad for them if they need to run that back later, which
Yes.
is good.
Yes, I agree there.
But we'll see if they're successful in this draw that they're trying.
Next shot for Chromie, maybe.
This weight is much better.
Yep, trying to open that up a bit. And they do so. Red moves up a little bit. They're definitely third shot. Yellow takes over fourth.
Yeah,
It's
that's not a
tricky.
bad result. Yellow is still shot.
Yeah,
They're
but
behind several rocks.
Yes, but the center of the house is still wide open.
See if they can try. It looks like they're going to try another freeze.
Martin Wyatt getting ready for his second shot.
It's on its way.
Supers aren't touching it, so I guess the weight's okay. There they go.
Looks like this is going to be on that yellow. That
Yeah, they
could
may be able to kick this out to the center of the sheet, or to the center of the house.
Oh, that's a little bit of jousting going on with the curling brooms.
Excuse me. So now red sitting shot.
Now red is sitting shot, and we've got an interesting line of 4 stones on the left-hand side of the house. Red, yellow, red, yellow. Easy call here just to hit that red.
Oh. Tough break there. So now red actually sitting 3.
Yeah, that was not a great result.
So now it's up to Katie to try to figure out what she wants to do. As you see Melissa waiting there, hand on hip.
Yeah, and I don't mind putting something on the center line.
Yeah, cut
Keep
down the scoring
inviting,
area a little bit. Again, yellow has the hammer here.
Take away that
So-
access to the 4-foot.
Wait.
Looks like Martin is instead calling for,
I think he's calling for something in the top of the house,
yeah,
maybe on the center line.
Yes!
Sweepers on this one early.
yeah, I think Katie was not terribly happy with that one. Martin coming up to join him as well.
Like the weight will be fine. We'll settle in the
going to-
top of the house. That's a nice shot.
Yeah, like we said, it does its main job. It gums up the works in the center of the house. It creates a solid obstacle for Rich to get around. Although it looks like Rich is instead going to try to go through it. He's calling for a corner freeze now.
Is this his last shot?
I believe this is his first shot. Can't quite see from this angle. Yes, this is Rich's first shot. As he comes down the ice, shot is away. Sweeper's coming in now. It's coming down and looks like it's going to freeze actually quite nicely.
A great shot.
Just inside the shot rock. So yellow now sitting 1, able to cut down a lot of those red stones. I mean, all of the red stones right now.
Yeah, I like that shot. It's going to be hard to remove that one.
Really well done by Rich Gray.
Great freeze.
And now on top of that, he's showing Katie that he's now got what is essentially the draw to the button in his back pocket.
Whoa! Whoa!
Trying the hit. I think it's
Just a bit inside.
yeah. It was frozen pretty well to that red rock. So
But it
looks like-
loosens things up.
yeah, looks like Rich will have a draw.
It'll be a draw for 2.
Yeah, and he just needs really to be,
Touching 4.
touching 4 is fine. Even a good part of the 8 foot to outcount those other reds.
Yes, and he certainly needs the points now.
Yeah.
Down 4 points with just 2 ends to go after this.
Yep. Throw the shot he just threw, and he'll be good.
I believe that's the plan. I just heard Rich say we'll do that again.
Yep.
Here comes Rich down the ice.
Shots away.
I think it was slightly more narrow than he was last shot, but I think it's going to be okay.
They seem to like it. They're not sweeping it at all.
Yeah, no, I think
seem
this
to
weight's
like
going
it
to be
too.
great.
Yeah, it's a great shot. And that will be a score of 2 for yellow. Nice comeback after a couple rough ends.
All right, so after 6 ends, Curl Me Maybe now trails Blue Ridge Curling 6-4.
Certainly not over.
No, not by a long shot. In the meantime, let's see if we can get you some more updates.
Yeah, let's get some updates on some of the other sheets. It looks like on sheet A we have Team Hamilton with a score of 5 still.
Yep, 5-3. Or no, they've on the 6th. It looks like they took 4, so I think it's 9-3 if I've got that right.
Oh, did they hang a score in the 6th?
They did, yeah.
Go ahead. Yep. Yeah, guys.
He's very tall. I cannot see through him. Yeah, it looks like it will be 9-3 Team Hamilton over Team Pretzels Prost. On sheet C, we have Team Plan B up 9-1 over Team We're Here for a Curl Time. And on sheet D, it looks like score of 6 for Rochester Royals over Team Temple, who currently has 2 after 6 ends.
Coming back to our feature sheet, we've got Melissa Cawley in the hack, ready for her first stone. Amanda Zranchev came out with a very high guard for her first stone.
It will be a very, very wide corner guard.
Yeah, that is very close to the end, to the sideline. But
Looks
they're
like it
leaving
is
alone.
in play,
Yep.
so we can use it later.
Yeah, from this angle it's tough to tell, but they haven't removed it, so it must be in play. Second stone now on its way from Amanda Zranchev. Line looks decent.
Take out. Take out, wait.
Sweepers on it. Trying to get as much drag out of that rock as they can.
Yeah, Rich calling for, looks like about 4 guard, 3-4, and right on the center line.
Yeah. Great shot.
Katie now calling for, looks like a draw behind from her lead, Melissa. Doesn't look like it has a ton of weight behind it.
Not by.
I think at this rate it's going to crash into a guard. Yep, and instead that will push the Yellowstone into the house. So Yellow now sitting 1 after the lead rocks.
Top 12.
Rich now calling for a draw, looking for the top 12, trying to protect the center of the house.
Yep.
There's already a decent amount of guards up, but now if he's able to draw behind, so much the better.
Yeah, line, that's line.
Doesn't look like it has a lot of weight on it, though. At this rate, it's going to crash.
Yeah, trying to get it around, but now they might just take the promote of that.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to go with plan B.
Won't have enough to get it into the house, but another guard. It's
Yep.
not bad.
You can see there's now a cornucopia of guards, you know, in front of the center line.
Yep. All usable.
Oh yes. At this point, I might consider, if I'm Katie, a hit and roll on that shot rock. Try to roll behind and get behind all that mess.
Yeah, that's not a bad call or just a draw. I mean, the ones on the edge are always difficult to hit.
Yes. And again, it comes back down to knowing your team.
Yep. Whatever they're comfortable throwing is what you should call.
James Rogel with the draw.
Looks like this might be a tap on that red.
Yes, it's just going to tap it, and will it push in? Not quite.
Not quite.
But it does open up that right side of the house quite a bit.
Yep.
Let's go this way.
Here is Brandon Treminio for his second shot.
Yes!
Rich calling him on very quickly.
Yeah, stay on. Okay, wait only.
Looks like they've corrected the line now. It's around the guards, but it might have been overswept a little. Oh no, it's going to stick around.
No. Yep, that'll stick around to be second shot. Or shot. The second of their shots.
Yep, Yellow now
sitting 2.
Shot rock is in the back 4, about halfway into the 4.
Looks like she's calling a draw down to this.
And that's a good call here.
Yep.
There's, like we said, there's a lot of junk in the front of the house, and if James is able to get around it, then it'll be very tough to push it out, especially with the backing.
Absolutely.
You're gonna need to let this curl a little bit, though.
Away, guys.
Just getting
Like
around.
It will be a very nice shot. We'll come up a little bit short.
Yes, but really nice work by the sweepers getting it around those guards.
But it will settle in for second shot.
Yeah, and that's they know they figured out the line now. So if they want to run that back, they can.
It's gonna be slow out here.
Sounds like they're coming to the outside. Again, that ice that no one's really used yet.
Yep. Yes.
Rich calling them on to sweep.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to crash onto a guard, so it's going to push up.
And it will crash on that guard. But it will cover their second shot rather nicely.
Yeah. So a useful shot.
Does open up access to the 4-foot for Team Blue Ridge Curling, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a run back is there. It's too close to the center line, I think, and the guards are too much in the way. So I would
try a draw.
I agree.
Or even tapping that yellow back to the back of the 12-foot sit 2 wouldn't be bad either.
Oh, yeah, certainly not. Just something that gets you shot rock and preferably directly in front of the yellow would be an ideal shot.
Lots of guards on the center line.
Martin Wyatt now with his first shot of the end. Sweepers on this very quickly.
Calling them off.
Looks like they've got the line, but I think they may be a little too heavy.
Yeah.
Rich working hard, and he will get them out.
Yep.
So yellow's still sitting 1.
Remains shot for the time being.
And looks like,
Gonna try to put another one in there.
yep, tried to cover up that shot rock and outcount that redstone.
Are we real hot? Hey, whoa, I might have to go for the chip.
Sounds like it was a little heavy from what they
Maybe
wanted.
a little wide. Maybe come in off of this.
A little tick. Not so much of a tick as a move stuff out of the way.
Kind of replaces it. They're looking at that tap now on the red.
You gonna do a peel?
They're going to peel instead.
No, I think that was Sheet
Oh,
C.
sorry.
I think that was Laura.
Darn ambient mics.
I think they're going to try either a draw to come down to that yellow or tap their red back for a shot. Martin's got his shot away. Calling the sweepers on for the line.
Oh, it's going to be close. I think it's going to, yeah, it's definitely going to crash.
Yeah. It's
On
going
that,
to crash on the yellow.
Just
which
trickling over the hog line itself.
will block that port on the right-hand side of the sheet and almost on the left-hand side as well with that high red guard now.
Oh, that's very tough now.
Yeah. I think that's still the side that you're going to want to come. But it's certainly not easy.
No, definitely not. I think red might have a run back, maybe.
Yeah.
Either
With a
squeezing
lot of
through
weight to get through there.
Yeah, it's either squeezing through the port or doing a tap run back, but that's a long distance to travel.
Yeah, I wouldn't be throwing that.
No, certainly not. Not unless it was literally the only option I had.
Yeah.
I would rather go for an angle raise off one of the red stones on the right side. And I'm terrible at angle raises, so that should tell you about how much I like that shot.
You exchange molecules with the other.
Here's Rich coming down for his first shot.
Just looking to draw another one in to the forefoot. Already in a position to steal one this end. Might as well put the pressure on.
Looks like it's going to just chip their yellow.
Yeah, it will hit their yellow.
And not quite.
It may be biting for fourth shot. But
it'll be tough to get at that second shot, though, unfortunately.
Martin and Katie talking about what shot they would like to throw here.
Now, if this shot is still available for the hammer, or for Rich's second shot, do you go after that redstone? Because
It's the sixth end.
the risk is definitely there to accidentally knock your stone out.
I mean,
and
you're
they have
only
the hammer.
down 2 right now, and you'd be stealing 1. I mean, if it's a shot for 4, it's not bad to go for it, because the risk you run is that you give up 1, in which case you forced a 1, and that's not bad. So I'd certainly try to chip it out.
Now, like we said, red still has the hammer here, so
Yep.
we're merely speculating. But I agree with you. I think if it ends up being an option for a big payday, then I think you got to go for it.
Yeah, anytime you can just remove 1 stone to get 4 or 5, that's a shot I'm going to try.
Yeah. I mean, come on. It's a cherry blossom. Go for it.
Yeah. Katie's away. I think they're trying to tap their red. Letting it
Swoopers.
curl a little. Not
Oh,
sure
this
that
could be
it has.
interesting.
Ooh. That's great. Wait, what a shot.
Wonderful shot. Hey, it was that angle raise.
Yeah, that was a great shot by Katie.
Really, really well done.
Red now sitting 1. Frozen in the back of the forefoot against that yellow will be very, very hard to remove that. So I think Rich's only shot is to try to come down and sit on that one.
Yes.
But again, they've been struggling with the draw line on that side, so maybe they'll consider something else.
It looks like he's...
They're looking at an angle raise as well.
interesting. Trying to figure out what the correct angle is for this yellow guard that's kind of all out by its lonesome.
Yeah, maybe that draw just isn't there. It's tough for me to see from my angle. But
it's
it may not
tough.
be. It may not be. So this might be the shot.
Yeah, at best, it's an extraordinarily tough draw.
So we'll see if we can trade angle raises here.
Rich ducking down into the hack. Cleaning off his stone. Not a lot of ice, so he's going to come at this with some weight.
Maybe try to throw like a hack weight hit.
Yeah, maybe hack or even board.
Sweepers on it.
Got to make sure you hit the outside of the stone.
May have curled too much.
Yep, but it's going to bounce.
It will bounce off and spill in.
Oh, it'll cut him down. Well, not necessarily cut him down, but
Yeah.
red's still sitting 1, and
Yellow second and third shot, but
yeah, this is hammer. So, okay, so now if you're Katie, what could you do to get 2 out of this?
I think you have a couple options. I think you have a raise of the red that's just biting the 8 foot right now, and or a draw, and I don't know that the draw is there. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking. I mean, you need full 4, if not a piece of the button. So it's a tough shot, but
Yeah. There may be a run back here. I think you'd have to maybe run the yellow guard that's on the right side, and that's super dangerous.
looks like we had handshakes on sheet D. Rochester Royals over Team Temple.
Well done to Rochester.
And it looks like she's just going to throw this one away, not wanting to
Yep.
risk giving up a steal.
And that is certainly not a bad call.
Yeah. Take a 3-point lead into the start of the 7th end.
8th end.
Is it the 8th already?
It's the 8th already.
Wow.
So after 7 ends, it is now Blue Ridge at 7 and Curl Me maybe 4. Yellow will have the hammer, down 3 going into the last end.
And it looks like we have handshakes on sheet C now as well. Team Plan B out of Potomac over team We're Here for a Curl Time out of DFW.
Wow, really nice to have them come out all the way from Dallas. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on sheet A, it looks like Pretzels Prost, another Dallas team, was able to take another point in the 7th end. Unfortunately, Team Hamilton has ridden basically 2 big ends to a 9-4 lead. They are in the 8th end. Looks like this is
Going to be a corner guard.
Yep, not quite going to be in the house. A solid corner guard from Melissa Cawley there. See Martin and Katie joking around. Martin repping the Chesapeake Curling Club on his shirt.
Yep.
Of course, have a lot of love for our friends from Chesapeake. Also, full support to, the Maryland flag motif. It is, of course, Maryland Day. So if you are in our fine state, happy Maryland Day to you. Hope you're celebrating with some Old Bay and some Natty Boh. Another corner guard from Amanda Zaranchev. And now Melissa getting ready for her second shot. Looks like Katie will have her draw behind.
Oh, wait till there.
Yeah, this looks heavy straight away.
Yeah, Martin indicating that it's a little heavy out of her hand. Sweeper's not touching this one. Looks like it will be in the house.
Yep.
Be fully exposed, but still not a bad result as it is shot rock.
Yep. Almost full 8. Amanda with her second shot now. Coming down, looking to draw behind the red guard.
They're sweeping this one hard. It looks to be light.
Yeah, they're going to have some trouble getting this over the hog line.
It will be over and in play, but very high.
Yeah, just barely making it over the hog line. That's a 1 or 2 guard, maybe 2. You can see it just there on the bottom of your screen. And it looks like Katie's looking to draw again on the right side. This time using James Rogel.
Shot is away. Sweeper's not touching this one either.
You know, it's kind of hanging on the center line a little bit.
It is.
It's going to be exposed as well.
Surprised that they're not dragging it into the house.
Yeah, when you don't have the hammer in the last end and you're up, you want as little junk in the front as possible.
Yeah, I wouldn't have minded that one coming in.
Looks like Rich is going to call for a hit here.
Is he calling for a hit or is he
Ooh,
calling
no,
for a
he's going to draw. He wants to draw. He can't afford to throw hits right now. He needs as many stones in play as he can.
Sweeper's on it.
And they should be around the guards with no problem. But will they get to the house? That's the big question. Rich jumping out now.
Looks like it's going to come up a little bit short.
Yeah, they're working very, very hard, but not enough. Maybe
Not
a
for
foot
lack
short.
of trying.
No, no, no. Sweepers are definitely getting their workout in tonight.
Yes.
So Red's still sitting one. Plenty of guards right in front of the house. So it's going to take some work to squeak something behind there.
Looks like they're either playing a tap on their red or throwing a guard.
I believe I saw her signal for a tap.
Okay. Not a bad call.
No, certainly not. But I don't know, that weight is pretty light. It's going to be close.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's going to make it over the hog line.
Well, we'll say it was a guard then.
Katie going out to... the rock has come to a stop and she is still sweeping it.
Again, not for lack of trying.
Not for lack of trying.
So unfortunately, that is a hog. And you see Rich setting up, looking to draw behind again. Shots away for Brandon. They're saying it's a bit heavy. They've got to make sure that it's through that port.
Looks like it will be. It's going to settle in the forefoot, but it will be exposed.
Yes, there was a little bit of a late finish there, but yeah, there's still a lot of room there. I'd say they could probably see at least 75% from the hack.
Yeah. But it is shot rock, and they need points, so that's a good result.
Yes, take what you can right now.
Katie calling for a tap back on that yellow.
Yep. For her Vice Martin. Looking just to push it back out into the 8-foot. Seeing if they can make that other red stone start counting again. As unfortunately it's at the point where you can't really start knocking yellow stones out and run them out of rocks.
Lots of weight. Sweepers on it early.
Oh yeah. Martin calling them very, very vigorously.
Looks like this might crash on the yellow guard.
Yes, afraid so.
But it will bring their other red in. So they are second and third shot.
Yes, just merely making it in. And that yellow guard is away. So the front of the house now a bit more open.
Rich calling for...
It wasn't in the top 8, guarding the shot rock, but still counting.
I wouldn't mind trying to draw one behind the reds.
Yeah. It'd be a little tough with that
Certainly
yellow
don't
guard
want
there.
to leave them a double.
Oh, definitely not.
This one's. Uh-oh.
Not curling a whole lot.
Well,
It is instead going to push that red stone through the house and out of play. So now the yellow shot rock is completely exposed.
yeah, not quite the result that they were looking for.
Yeah.
See if Martin can have another go at this yellow rock. Looks like it was a little wide out of his hand. See if it can curl back.
Yeah, it's moving
like
a
it
fair
will.
bit.
And it will indeed.
Yep, and it will roll out of the house. Still in play, though. So red now sitting 2. And if I'm not mistaken, Curl Me Maybe has only 3 stones left.
You're correct. So
So down
can't
3.
be heavy here.
Yep. Definitely can't afford to lose any more stones. Here's Alex Boyce with his second shot. Sweepers are on this, and they are all 3 of them are working very hard to try to get it in. Now all 4 of them coming out.
Wow, I don't know that I've ever seen.
And still not enough, unfortunately.
Oh,
and
and-
Rich goes ahead and shakes hands. They're
Looks like
calling
we're-
it.
All right, so that will be Team Blue Ridge curling over Curl Me Maybe on our featured sheet B.
Very well fought by Curl Me Maybe, but Blue Ridge coming out with some really nice ends, some good steals.
Yeah, it was a good game.
And we did have a final on sheet A as well. Team Hamilton did take care of Pretzels Prost.
Yep.
With that, we will finish up our broadcast for this draw. We'll be back in just a little bit with draw number 7. For Michael Ray, I'm Steve Collenbaugh. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll be back in a
Thanks.
little bit.